I feel like I would watch it at some point. I don't want to.
Can't
I don't want to
no
ruin. I
no
don't want to.
no.
Hey, you know what? Hey, everyone. This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else, but there's no someone else in addition to the someone else because it's just going to be Daniel and Tanner talking about Stranger Things. I'll remove
It's
myself from the
just
podcast.
yeah, just leave the call. We're going into spoiler mode. No,
Yeah,
we
Let me
well
clarify
okay.
here. Well, let me clarify before we start. Tanner is not here. Tan is here today with us.
that's right.
It's
Uh,
shorter than typing Tanner. Oh shit, you can add a
I didn't know who
title.
calls you Tan. Does anyone actually call you Tan?
My mom
His
does.
his mother
Stefan.
dotingly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
only
mean,
my
as
Um,
in
mom
your
does.
brother. Okay.
It's just easy. It's just easier to write Tan. When I play Pokemon games and they're like, "What's your name, young traveler?" I put Tan just because I don't want to type the NER.
Yeah, but it's not like you have a long name.
It's so long, but Tan is also just like fine and not like it gets the job done. You know what I mean? Am I crazy?
I think it paints you in a different light than Tanner.
How so?
I guess, yeah, since it's, you said your like mom and brother call you, it paints you in a more innocent light.
Yeah,
It's kind of like the unvarnished Tanner, the one that hasn't lived through everything. If that makes sense.
Unvarnished is a great. Have you seen the show Stranger
No,
Things?
I've
Because
never.
they would make like a D&D reference. They'd be like, "We have to fight the Unvarnished," and everyone
Okay.
who's not a D&D nerd canonically in the show would be like, "What are you nerds talking about?" And then they do something like, "See, okay, this pen is Vecna. The ink inside it is Vecna's blood." They'll do like they'll use a medium as some kind of metaphor, and it's kind of like they do it a bunch. That was like the joke about this season. It's like this thing, this X is Vecna, and this Y is the upside down. We just need to, right, Daniel? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Make
standing around
sure,
and explaining what they have to do for the next part of the plot.
I
yeah,
uh I saw memes.
yes.
No,
Okay, so you're
no
familiar.
real. Yeah, I've just seen things of like Netflix shows now have to explain the plot 5 times because nobody pays attention anymore, or media
Or
illiteracy or something.
basically, I feel like we have degraded as a society where we do need, if you're gonna make like a mass-produced show like Stranger Things, which is Netflix's most watched show, you kind of have to make it. You gotta appeal a little bit to the dumbest common denominator, people who don't really have media literacy. Um, so yeah, I honestly thought all those jokes were like, oh, season five so bad. They kind of treat the audience like idiots. I honestly didn't think it was that bad, but maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know. Maybe I'm the very same target audience I'm talking about. But I'm not quite done with it. I still have 50 minutes left of the final episode. So
I,
it seems
Daniel, you.
like,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tanner.
well, Daniel, where I'm at is the truck has just left the upside down.
the truck has just left.
Truck
Okay,
with all the
yeah,
kids.
And
Yeah, yeah.
you've completely watched it, Daniel. That's correct.
I have. I
Okay.
have. Yes.
Okay.
When did you finish it?
Around when it came out. It came out on New Year's
New Year's
Day. I
Day.
probably
Yeah.
Okay.
watched it that weekend, so a few days later.
Yeah.
Wow. You're
Well,
efficient.
literally just where I got to and where I paused
Well,
it. Someone stayed behind.
so Alex, if you weren't aware, so the way they release, and this is not how they normally do it, but the way they released this final season, um, they did the first 4 episodes on Thanksgiving, or I think the day before Thanksgiving. And then the next 3 episodes they released on Christmas, and then the last episode on New Year's Day.
That's kind of a fun way to do it. Did you guys like? I mean, Tanner, I guess you're.
I didn't participate in that one, no, because
Yeah.
I knew that as a marketing stunt. They're like, oh, people are with their family because I guess they watched the first Stranger Things over the holidays when it first came out or whatever, and now maybe it's a tradition. And so if we time it around the holidays when people are with their family, they'll watch it more or something. I don't know. So I figured it was just a marketing stunt, uh, and I don't fall for those. Plus, I don't know. I was watching other stuff, which I actually put on pause to finish Stranger Things, so I didn't get it spoiled. If I'm being honest, that's what I was worried about. Yes, I participate in a society with spoilers. Yes, I succumb to my fears that I will be spoiled. And yes, I did watch Stranger Things season 5. All right,
Yeah,
is
you
that what you
gotta.
wanted to hear?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we
I'm
got it out of
deflated.
you.
I'm deflated.
No, you have to approach things like I do, Tanner. I watched through like 6.5 seasons of Game of Thrones, and then I just know what happens just through all the memes now because I watched
Yeah.
it way after it came out. I didn't really catch up to it when season 7 and 8 came out, and I just kind of was like, oh,
I
you
think
know,
that's fine. You
yeah,
that's a perfectly fine watching experience for Game of Thrones.
yeah. Well,
Uh,
that's when everyone says it's like, yeah, it kind of goes downhill. But
that
it's
goes
I
severely
had
downhill.
the climax revealed to me through memes or whatever, just on the internet, and I'm okay with that. It's fine. So maybe
Like
you can
the killing of the Night King. Is that what we like
stuff like that,
comics?
and
Yeah.
like what the like Bran the kid, whatever, being the king.
Bran the Brave the Brave. Who has a better
Yeah.
story than Bran? He's
Well, yeah.
basically
It's
everyone.
the way I live life, Tanner, is not so bad. You
Yeah,
don't have to live in fear of the spoilers. I
sometimes
know.
do. Sometimes do. Like that's kind of why I started watching. I think Better Call Saul again. Like I put it down at like season 4, 3 or so years ago, and then I think like and I'll do this where I kind of see the spoiler, and then I will like scroll past it like immediately. And here's the thing about
Yeah, I know
living
what
in
you're
such a
talking about.
high paced or fast paced, high attention society is I immediately forget. But I know I need to finish, Better Call Saul, so I don't keep getting it spoiled. That's how my brain works now. It's like, okay, I think I can forget what happens to this character based on the spoiler that I just saw because my attention span has been degraded by algorithms. So I think I'll be fine, but I owe it to the show to finish. So that's kind of where I'm at in terms of participating in pop culture. Is I'll see spoilers and then I will forget them, but I will make a mental note to consume that media so that I don't get spoiled again. Yeah, that's basically my life. Stranger Things season 5. Honestly, I was seeing like a lot of stuff. Obviously, I haven't finished the show yet, so people are like unsatisfied with the ending. I don't think it's a bad season. I was expecting it to not be great. I think the first season was really good. Like subsequent seasons failed to kind of capture that magic. But first season was really good actually. But now it's kind of weird. You can be like, okay, that was filmed at Georgia Tech. This was filmed in Atlanta. You can kind of just tell, um, when stuff is filmed in Atlanta. You guys know? Have you seen Begonia?
No, but I know a lot of like in the
I
last 15
have.
years. Oh, a lot of stuff has been filmed in Atlanta. That's thanks, Daniel.
Apparently, the credits are like expiring, so less stuff film is moving away from Atlanta. It's going to like London is like the new big one. But yeah, it's kind of weird seeing all this stuff come out today because it's like filmed 2 or so years ago when filming Atlanta was the thing to do because you saved money. But yeah, Begonia has a lot of like shots where it's like, okay, I've been down that road. Okay, that's just Atlanta skyline. Okay, this just looks like a Georgia suburb. Um, it's a little distracting. At first, it used to be like, oh, this is awesome. Ant-Man is walking up Home Park in Endgame, and he's asking, what the hell happened here? That's really cool. I know where that is. I walked down that street. Now it's kind
You
of
know
like,
what's amazing, Tanner, in
yeah,
Endgame? They didn't even have to make it look
no,
post-apocalyptic.
no, it
It was
just kind of
already,
looks
they just
like
showed
that.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, they showed up. They're like, this is where I want to film my apocalyptic scene. That the setting director was like, yeah, this is post-apocalyptic, unkempt, overgrown. Oh. Yep. And the rest of it was filmed on a green screen, so Props to Atlanta for being a better alternative than filming green screen. Honestly, they should have just like gone to rural Georgia and blown up a pit, and then that's where they filmed the final fight in Endgame. Just one giant fight there. Just make it real. Just build the Avengers compound. I think in like Augusta, and they should have just used real explosives to blow it up, and then I don't know. They could have filmed it on location.
Yeah, there's a golf course over there with a lot of space they could have used.
Yeah, right. You could have said the Avengers Manor was filmed on the Augusta Green. Um, but yeah, what else is new? Happening in Atlanta. You see this? You hear about this? There's a wintry mix coming up this weekend.
Oh, same here.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's hitting the South. Yeah.
Yeah, they're already canceling stuff here. I think they've like just gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, we're not even gonna try. Um, Daniel, are you getting an onslaught this weekend? Are you okay? Do we have to
Not
save you?
really. Let's see. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good.
you're just so zen, tuned out of you're just going with the flow.
Wintry mix is just stuff. That's just a Wednesday. He's built a
Well,
tougher stuff.
You guys don't even get like snow up there. That I mean, obviously, I'm probably
not
exaggerating,
really.
but it's just like the ocean, whatever moderates the climate.
Yeah, no, it
Well,
really
just say
isn't
the
any
salt water,
snow.
right?
It's not. It doesn't get cold enough. It's 42 degrees right now.
It's like the orcas, right? They kind of help with that.
Orcas?
I can't speak to the marine life in the area. Oh, well, I kind of can. There are seals nearby,
Oh,
so maybe they come into play.
I think they probably do. Has your interactions with seals been mostly been positive? I
Yeah.
guess it,
Well, I don't get too close. They kind of live under a bridge. It's one of those situations, and the bridge is very high up. So I think you can walk down, and I've walked down before, but I think the seals are kind of
They're
more. They don't really come to
aggressive.
the shore.
They'll
Well, they don't come to the shore. They don't even come near anyone. Or they do come to the shore, but not where pedestrians go, you know? So,
they've learned.
yeah, I guess so. So that was seal talk. So,
Seals do talk. Yeah,
they bark.
they're one of the most gossiping animals, as you probably have learned. Daniel, being up there,
oh my God, they both
actually,
showed up. Yeah.
yeah. Well, one actually sent me a message through Instagram talking about you. They didn't say very
Okay.
nice things, but
Huh.
that's kind of a seal thing to do, so I just kind of brushed it off. But not every one of those guys has your best interests in mind. Just a heads up.
Okay.
And I don't know if this is like true, but as a kid, there's this Pokemon evolution line where Celio will evolve into Walrein, a seal will evolve into a walrus looking thing. And I used to think that that was true. Like seals are just baby walruses. I mean, and I used to.
I yeah no
I think it's believable.
I would if I were a kid I could see myself believing that
I
too.
kind of still believed it for like a while. It was like I believed it until probably high school.
If it makes you feel better, I used to think you had to drive like into the sky to to Alaska. Like you'd have to go up because it's, up on a map. So I was like, oh, you just,
When did you stop believing that?
man. So last year I was, no, it was probably like 8 or something.
Okay.
But there's just a visual that's stuck in my head. I forget another, there's another one. But
Yeah, no, I
I feel
used
you,
to.
Tanner.
It wasn't north, south, east, or west. That stuff confused me. I would always say up, down, left, and right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys got plans that have been canceled due to the wintry mix. Real big disruption happening, perhaps.
No, I'm not getting anything. Alex?
I'm kind of with all this hubbub about it. I'm kind of looking at a movie day,
Hmm.
Saturday, just kind of seeing what's on my list, try to knock some things out and just take it easy. Drink a warm beverage or two.
like some spiced wine. Yeah, I made
Ooh,
a
that's a good
run
idea.
to the Publix just to pick up water, just in case, because they're expecting power to go out. And yeah,
Yikes.
uh,
Yeah.
I don't know. So, and also the water to like the pipes to be shut off is what I
Oh,
got from the
jeez.
management. Yeah, so I might not have water or power. So it might be like books, but I'm a little bummed because I'm in two book clubs and they were going to meet on Saturday and Sunday, respectively, and probably not anymore. And that kind of sucks. Obviously, it'll get rescheduled, but yeah, I was looking forward. I was looking forward to book clubs.
Book clubs, that's cool.
Yeah.
Are they different? Or are they both kind of similar vibes? Are you like reading different stuff?
Um, they're kind of different. One is more horror, and it seems like one's like kind of sci-fi.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's good.
I was excited for the second one, like going to this new one because um I was looking. Okay, so honestly, the first book club, um, they suggested this book and it got voted and won called Pen Pal. So I read it. And honestly, I put it down. Well, I finished it, put it down, and was like, this was bad. It was not well written. It was written like, those no sleep stories on Reddit, like scary stories on Reddit. You know what I'm
Uh,
talking about? Like fan fiction-y, basically, kind of
just
like
yeah, elaborate a little more.
juvenile writing style, a little like not polished, but just this. There's better writers by like a lot. Like this is someone who's doing it still, yeah, for they have a passion about it, but it's just I don't know. That's the one thing that stuck with me. It felt like it was just
A
like when I
bad
read
book.
those, yeah, it was just bad. Like when I read those no sleep stories, yeah, they were full of like, and I would as a kid, I'd read them, when I was in high school when I first got Reddit. Be like, this is a cool subreddit because people are posting these stories and they're kind of pretending like they're real. Oh, for context, r/no sleep is a subreddit where people are like, let me go to the top, and they'll do some will make like a whole production out of it of like, oh, here's like something weird happened to me. I was stationed on an oil rig and something weird happened to me and I just want to talk about it. So it's posed as like this real like uh, I'm just trying to have a conversation. It's real da 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 da. And then they'll maybe include like a picture or evidence of like here's me on the oil rig, and you can see in the background. It's kind of weird. There's like two eyes in the background and they're red. And they'll post like a picture or something to kind of corroborate. But point is, they're basically these kind of fake stories, and they have horror elements, and they have a lot of holes because they're just people either writing now with AI, but like, you know, 15 years ago they were writing with their brains, and their brains weren't the best at coming up with foolproof, real, scary stories. So this book that I read, Pen Pal, kind of felt like a very, I don't know, not immaturely written. I don't know what the right word. Uh,
I just think of like young adult fiction,
yeah,
kind of like what's the movie Hunger Games. Not that Hunger Games was like
no,
bad or
not Hunger
anything, but
Games, not Hunger Games. Like Hunger Games is well written. Like there's Suzanne Collins knows what she's doing. She's like a established author. I don't know. Like there's like a you're either a good writer or you're not. I'm sorry. I'll say it. I'll say it. I know that writing is obviously subjective, but like some people are just not great, and it just
they
felt a little bit
stick to the
like
day job, Tanner says.
yeah, it felt a little bit like it was poorly written, and so it kind of pissed me off basically. And I'm like, I want to find another book club, so that's what I did. And I was looking, and there's like the Atlanta Beltline Book Club. I see that they're reading Exhalation by Ted Chiang. I'm like, oh snap, that's one of Stefan's favorite books. I'm halfway through it. This is perfect. I really like this book too. And then I see who's hosting it. It's actually one of my friends from high school who I haven't talked
Oh,
to since, and someone who is, I really only keep in touch with my band friends from high school, but we were still friends and shared classes, and I think we're in group projects. And so I was like, that's really cool to read to him and read this book that I like and go to no book club. So I was really excited for that. But I guess it's gonna get canceled. So that was like my big. I hope this is gonna be really fun this month. This year's gonna be here's something to look forward to in 2026. And then we got a wintry schmicks coming up, and yeah, so bit of a bummer there. But
This next weekend, following weekend, don't worry.
yeah. Well, what am I? I think I have structured my life in a way. Oh, okay. Here's the problem. I'm back on pager duty. I'm back on my freaking bullshit. I'm back on because I signed up because one of my coworkers is is going on vacation. Pager duty. I'm on call that week, and it's gonna suck buns. Just because it just sucks. I don't know. I had to wake up at 3 a.m. every single day for the past week.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
really sucks. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
like that just blows.
Yeah, no, it's not fun. Like I got used to it, and I realized I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say on air, but I'll say it. Like I realized what the error was, and I was like, I can solve this in the morning, so I'd like acknowledge it, so the alert would go away, wouldn't escalate to my boss. I'd be like, this one I know I can skip. This one is something I can you know do in the morning, so I acknowledge it and go to bed. It was a bunch of the same errors, and I was like, I'll be able to fix this. So I kind of got that's bad. I kind of got a little lazy, but yeah,
Daniel might need to bring the hammer down as he's known to do.
No, no, not necessary.
All right. Judge, jury, executioner. Thank you, Daniel.
I think I've made it.
I think you're safe. That does suck though.
Yeah, that's basically my life. Stranger Things, doing that, reading books. Um, I guess kind of also funny is like I keep cutting my fingers on accident. I have a really sharp knife. I keep cutting my fingers, and then I don't want to climb because I keep cutting my fingers. And no, they're not like psychologically related, where it's like, do you think you cut your fingers on accident or on purpose because you want to avoid going to the gym, to climb the gym?
Oh my
No,
goodness.
it's not. Like I accidentally like turned around and I think my knife was just like lying down. I think I just turned and I literally sliced my
Like
thumb.
you like rotated and your thumb
Yes.
just went.
Yes.
You have the sharpest
Yes.
knife
It's
ever. That's
so fucking
insane.
sharp. Yeah.
It's
And
crazy.
then December, like early on in December, I was cleaning this same knife and I just took a chunk out of my thumb. Like it was probably it is definitely the worst I've ever cut myself.
Ouch.
And it didn't stop
Yes.
bleeding for like
Ugh,
a day. I tried to get it
that's
to stop
crazy.
bleeding and it
That's
just wouldn't.
interesting.
It was crazy. It was
What
literally like
what yeah.
what?
What type of knife is it? I
It's a
mean,
butcher. It's a butcher knife, and I use it for everything. Yes, am I using the wrong knife for the wrong job? Yes,
dang it.
yes. I know
It cuts. It cuts.
yeah, you're supposed to use a paring knife. Certain, the shape of the thing you're cutting. It doesn't have to be any bigger, but I don't know. It's just a really sharp knife that I think I got for Christmas last year,
Okay.
and yeah, I'm getting hurt all the time. So yeah, I haven't. I went to the gym last week, and that was something.
Getting
But
back into it.
yeah,
Yeah.
trying to get back into it, but my thumbs keep getting injured, and I guess hell's gonna freeze over, and so I guess that's basically what's gonna happen. That's what's going on. Alex, what's new with you?
Mm. Yeah. Getting back into work it like hits like a truck after like
After the
vacation and
break,
stuff.
yeah,
It's like, oh,
like, I was almost free for a brief moment. Are you busier
uh,
with projects at the start of the year? Is it kind of like we just need
yeah,
to plan out?
I've been pretty busy, so it's kind of I haven't really been able to do much. I kind of like go home and then I just kind of dead, so it's either
Cook and then
TV or
sleep.
like
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of lame at the moment. But I
Well, what
might
have
have
you been
some
watching?
plans
Oh,
late May. Still looking into it, but
hell yeah.
so have to do some research on that end. I don't know. Do either of y'all have plans late May?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm gonna have to figure that out because
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be dog sitting, but I will make plans happen.
maybe Daniel can watch them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Daniel, Daniel,
I'm available.
Okay,
Daniel,
good.
can
Whose
you
dog?
watch my dog? My dog, my parents' dog.
Your dog?
Yeah, can you watch Coco? The weekend
Yeah.
of Memorial Day, Memorial
It's
Weekend,
not Memorial
please.
Day weekend. It's the weekend after.
It is
Wait,
really?
really? Oh, I guess because
Yeah.
it's the 30, the yeah,
I
it's the
didn't even
last
realize.
Monday in May is Memorial Day, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
oh,
That's
Hmm,
how science works.
yes. Wow, wonderful.
okay.
Is it the last Monday or is it the fourth Monday? Is it one of
Monday
those
the
things?
25th is Memorial Day.
Well, it's May. If
Let's
if I'm
see.
getting the dates right, May is one of the. It's not one of the knuckles, right?
It
It's one
is
of
one
the.
of them. It's the 31st. It's a
Oh, there
knuckle.
is. Okay, well then it's still not a Monday. Dang it! Oh, I totally messed that up. I should remember that too. That's my birth month, and I always liked how it had, that extra day. Just stretch it out. It's pretty important. But yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for picking up the slack, Daniel. Appreciate it for
It
Tanner.
is the last Monday. It's not the fourth. Because like Thanksgiving is the fourth Thursday, right?
Okay, yeah.
It's not the last Thursday. It's the fourth Thursday.
Labor
Are you
Day's the first.
serious? Really?
Yeah.
So always been that way?
Yeah. Always been that way. They didn't change it.
They changed it a couple
It's
years
not
ago.
the last Thursday?
No, it's the fourth Thursday.
Isn't
But
the fourth Thursday always the last Thursday?
It
Like
tends
not
to
crazy?
necessarily.
be. There's got to
Not
be
What do you
like
mean
when
not
it's.
necessarily?
I think if the first is on a Thursday of November, that's probably when it's like the weird outlier case. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
I've got to look that up. When
But
has
then
the
Memorial Day is the
last
last Monday no matter what. So,
Yeah.
for example, next year in the 2027, May has 5 Mondays. So Memorial Day will be on the
Well,
31st,
it's
the last
crazy. You just kind of know that off the top of your head.
The AI overview says the last Thursday of November has not always been the fourth Thursday because of FTR's temporary change in 1939 when he moved Thanksgiving to the next to last Thursday to extend the Christmas shopping season.
What?
Yeah.
We've just further
And
obfuscated this
okay, before
issue.
Congress officially fixed it as the fourth Thursday in 1941,
Okay.
making
Okay.
There you
the
go.
last
Yeah.
Thursday the fourth, only when November has 5 Thursdays, as in 1939 itself. So I think maybe I'm a time traveler. I'm like, it's always been the last one.
Yeah,
Uh,
Tanner remembers Thanksgiving back in the day in the early 1900s
we
before
had
it
to
was
survive the
changed
Depression.
by law.
Yeah.
We didn't really have a turkey. We couldn't even put two pieces of mustard together and call it a sandwich.
Yeah.
Couldn't
My
even.
grandparents used to say.
We couldn't. We didn't have two pieces of mustard between us. That's for sure. So what have you been watching?
Yeah, one more episode of Better Call Saul, and then we can devote the
Do
next
this. Okay.
podcast to
To a better. Okay, so then I'm
yeah,
gonna have to get. Yes, as soon as I finish Stranger Things,
refresh.
that's on my
Oh,
watch
you still
list.
haven't wrapped it up?
No, it's because I
Okay.
took a break. I'm on season 5, but I took a
No,
break
you're
to
good.
watch Stranger Things because once again I was like, shit, I can't have it spoiled,
Yeah,
and so
fair.
it got bumped up in priority. Yeah,
The queue, yeah.
but next episode. Well, sorry, next episode of the podcast, we will be doing a full Better Call Saul
Deep
breakdown.
deep dive, yeah.
Daniel, I expect you to guide the discussion as having been a big Vince Gilligan fan. Gillian?
I am.
Yeah.
I've seen all Better Call
Yeah.
Saul. It's been a
You've
few
seen
years because
Pluribus as well, right?
yeah.
I feel like you would
Um,
you would really like that show.
when did Better Call Saul finish? Was that like 2018?
Yeah, I want to say 22.
2022.
Yeah, like that's what Netflix tells me.
Yeah, 2022. Yeah, so
Don't
I haven't seen it in a few years, but that's a great show.
worry.
Do you want me to
You'll
spoil
just
it all, or
Oh God, no!
yeah.
so
If I
here's
was
what
like
happens.
3 seasons away, I'd be like, oh, I'll forget. But I'm literally one episode away. I might watch it
Michael,
tonight.
Michael, my friend, there has to be another way.
There's not like
Michael.
that much to
Yeah, that's
spoil
what
The
they
about the
say.
German,
show.
the German guy.
It's
Oh,
Michael,
it's a
okay, okay.
prequel
is there really
show.
not
It's a
another
prequel
way?
show.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
you
but
know,
then at least the
yeah,
last couple
and
episodes I've watched, it's kind of the
yeah, and
post
yep,
Breaking
like you
Bad
said,
stuff. So don't.
Oh,
they do some stuff after Breaking Bad, but most of it,
Yeah.
you know, is a prequel show.
Yeah. Oh,
So like, if you're worried if Gus Fring is gonna make it, um,
what?
wait.
I hope
Stop
Gus is
talking.
okay. What if
Yeah, I
Gus,
hope he's
a
a nice
bold
guy.
choice? Gus actually dies in Better Call Saul.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Vince, Vince
he
actually
did it
retconned his own
again.
show. Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy, like a loop that like
Yeah.
destroys the constant. Like, sorry, what if
He,
Vince destroyed the continuity as like a genius storytelling thing, like to truly subvert your expectations? Because
it's
what
so
if
lazy to do
what if
the.
that's not lazy? It's not lazy. Here's the
Well,
thing.
if you
In your
pull it like
mind, you know
yeah,
Better Call Saul is the, prequel to Breaking Bad. Like you just kind of like make that uh, you know, bond and uh, not intentionally, but like subconsciously, right? Like I don't think maybe they marketed it as that, but
I'm pretty
they kind of just.
sure.
But
They,
what if it takes place in like an alternate reality?
yeah, and it's the
And it's
okay. Well,
like the events of Breaking Bad still happened, but the events of Breaking Bad in a different universe happened in this Better Call Saul
yeah,
universe. Does that make sense?
I just sometimes the
Like
multiverse thing is like
Saul just had to go in high, but I think there needs to be a multiversal Saul, Breaking
it's
Bad.
like I guess
I
it's
think
just
that's stylistically just really bold, and I think it's what's next for Vince.
well, Daniel doesn't want to say because he wants to be nice and respect the fact that we haven't finished it yet, but he knows that there is a multiverse revealed in the very last episode. So he's just being a nice
Yep.
guy, not
I
like
won't. Yep. I won't get into details.
yeah.
Oh man.
Well, it's like I just saw one spoiler where Jimmy shakes Saul's hand, and you have to watch, further along to figure out what that means. But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's it takes place. It's like there's a scene in the Cinnabon when Mike and
Oh
Walt
yeah, yeah,
show
yeah.
up. Mike and Walt show up to the Cinnabon that Saul is working at, Jimmy's working at.
And then like one of them says, "No frosting, please." And he looks up like, "What a weird order!" And then it's
And
like,
then
"Oh, it's them."
cut to black. Right?
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be crazy? Like could you
that'd be
imagine
the
Brian?
laziest. Oh yeah,
That wouldn't be lazy. I think that'd be good. I think it would
I
be like
just
it'd be a true what the fuck.
yeah, but
Like
you can't
ending.
like you for something like that to work, you have to foreshadow it correctly. Because I think it's just lazy to be like, "Oh, I'm going to take this thing that is absolutely impossible and just throw it in." Because it's like, come on, man.
I think Vince could pull it off. If
Yeah,
anyone
it's
could, Vince would have been like, there's a Better Call Saul Easter egg, season 1, episode 2. If you
yeah,
look,
yeah. If you
there's
do,
actually something that's weirdly in, continuity error between the Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul universes. It's like there's a weird, I don't know. They'll do like a weird Easter egg where it'll be like, um, trying to think. What would be a good way to say that this is in a different universe than Breaking Bad? Still Better Call Saul, where he's still on the run. He had to use the vacuum cleaner service, but it's not because of his dealings with Walt. Like,
like there's just some object or something that gets shown that's very obvious.
they're like Walt
I haven't.
Heisenberg who? Someone says Heisenberg who? Or like someone says, someone like, they're working at the Cinnabon, and someone's like, you hear about this? What's another famous scientist? Niels Bohr. You hear about this Bohr's fellow? He was making a lot of meth in Pueblo, Colorado.
Oh yeah,
Crazy stuff. Instead of Heisenberg and Albuquerque, you're talking Niels Bohr in Pueblo, right? Something like that.
yeah,
Boom.
yeah. Like yeah, it hints at it closely.
Hints, yeah.
Tanner,
It's
have you thought about writing a book, movie, screenplay, anything?
Here's the thing: if I wrote
That's a
anything,
yes.
it would be worse than the fucking No Sleep Stories and Pen Pal book that I was
Well,
reading.
you just I let's like anything, it's just practice. You just got to
I
do
can
it.
critique like a motherfucker, but I can't. I can't
You
write.
don't. You know who they don't build statues of?
Who's that? Who they not build
Uh,
statues
oh,
of?
you were supposed to say critics because that's the answer.
Critics?
Um, yeah, they don't build statues of critics. But no, you Tanner, you're very inventive on the podcast with the stories. I think you owe it to yourself to try do something creative.
I think what I want to start doing is, and this is bad with long form content like Stranger Things or Better Call Saul, I'll still go on Reddit at the same time and be distracted. I don't go on TikTok anymore. I haven't been on TikTok in 3 weeks.
Nice.
And
Well, you are kind of missing out because Daniel did just start a channel.
shoot, Daniel, do we
Uh,
expand the Experience Podcast Media channel onto TikTok? Is that one of our platforms now?
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Should we start doing shorts? Should we do
yeah,
YouTube shorts?
Yes,
we
People
can
yes.
love
do
those.
we can do ones that where they use POV incorrectly. They're like POV. You just started a zany podcast, and it's like not point of view. That's just great. Yeah. You see those? Those are annoying.
Apparently, they're very popular on your algorithm.
Well,
Um,
okay. That no, and that joke wasn't funny, but I'll pivot to what kind of annoys me is when you see one that's like it's a banned TikTok or whatever posting as if it's being recorded from like some rando third party. And then you just quickly scan to the bottom, like the account, and it's like, oh, blah 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 band name. It's like you guys aren't slick. They're trying to like astroturf their fan base or something. Not that they're bad, it just seems dishonest. So maybe we got to take some cues from that, Daniel. It might be working.
hmm. 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 Well,
What- what-
thankfully, we do have a marketing manager. And Alex, every day we appreciate that you've taken on this role. So we do expect some more expansion soon, I would say.
And also, Alex, I've been promoted to CEO, and that's final.
Mhm.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you're also my secretary. And we're kind of doing
Wow.
that. Yeah, we're kind of doing a thing where it's like that movie with what's the movie with it's called like Girl Boss or something. Daniel, what's that movie called?
I
Yes,
I don't know
Baby.
what you're talking
Boss, not
about.
Boss
Boss
Baby.
baby?
No, the one with the sex thing with the CEO who's a woman and like one of the interns with not Rachel McAdams.
Did it come out
Um, 50 Shades
recently?
of Grey?
No, it's like 50 Shades of Grey with the opposite sexes. It's
Ringing a bell. It came out in the
movie
last like
that
5 or 10 years.
out about girl boss CEO sleeps with underling. Uh, it's Nicole Kidman in Baby Girl. That's what I'm thinking of.
So that's
Yes,
that's that's the stunt you're pulling right now.
correct. I'm baby girling you. Yes, you have to be baby girled.
Well, I'm fully committed to this enterprise as a whole, so I can kind of look past that and be professional. Excuse me, Daniel. I'm getting some echo, so I hear my voice every time I speak. Just a heads up. I
Yeah,
think
Through me?
I think it's
probably.
for you, Tanner. Yeah.
Through me is crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it helps.
Okay, it's not crazy work. It's my
Um, it
train
kind of
voice now.
underlines your voice, Alex. I think it sounds good.
Yeah, puts it in italics and bold. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, please subscribe to the newsletter with exciting updates about the Experience podcast, including a recap of the zany topics we cover and what we're looking forward to covering, such as the Better Call Saul seasons 1 through what is it, 6 recap.
6. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
know people have been waiting for these for about 4 years,
yeah,
since
yeah,
the
we're
since the show finished. Um, and we promised, and we're delivering. Promises made, promises kept. So
at least so good.
we We are. You know what? Have I? I don't know if I've talked about the show on the podcast
What, Better Call
before.
Saul, the show?
Maybe Breaking
Or
Bad.
the companion? Oh, I thought you were talking about the Experience podcast companion podcast.
The
I
No,
prequel.
think we've talked about that. We've talked about a companion podcast for the Experience. That's like a joke, like where we react to the Experience. That's one of
So,
my ideas for like a bonus episode. That'd be funny. Yeah.
what could you name it? You know what, Daniel, you were saying something, and I cut you off.
I was not. I was not.
Okay, well, it would have been good if you were saying something. But if you're doing a companion podcast of the experience, so the experience is like a first person sort of thing. You're physically there. You know, it's happening to you. What would be a good name for the companion podcast? That's more of like an observer type role. Like you're not experiencing it. You're seeing it from afar. We need a snappy one word. Uh, I think that's how we really tie it into the universe here. Tanner, do you have any ideas?
Say we call it. Mm, I'm I'm juggling between two kind of themes here, like jokingly saying like the full experience companion podcast, something that's kind of like full experience implies it's like it's the main thing, and then full experience dash companion podcast kind of implies that it's like a
Like
it's
secondary?
a
Yeah.
secondary to the main one, even though we call it the full experience, like something dumb like that. Full experience because I don't know, you can't just say the experience companion podcast. So I think the full experience companion podcast, I think it's just funny.
I like it. I
It's
think we can
tongue in
move forward with
cheek.
that.
It
Yeah.
it keeps people going. It's provocative.
All right. Well, y'all can look forward to that in your whenever you get
That's
your
for the
podcast.
500th anniversary of the podcast. We will pick a random episode
What episode is this?
350 or something.
This is 392.
Woo! We're getting close
Maybe.
to
Whoa.
500.
Okay. Maybe for the 400th episode. What do you
Yeah.
what do you say? 400th episode. We pick one at random, literally RNG number generator. Ask it to pick an episode 1 through 399, and we go to that podcast and we just listen to it. Daniel,
And
what say you to that?
Uh,
And we
yeah, we
react.
can do it.
Okay.
That's-
All
yeah.
right. Save that one. Because I want to be on that one. And
that's a good idea.
All
here's
right.
the thing:
So,
we have to
It's
do it
certainly funny.
live too. We can't roll
Oh
it in
yeah, yeah, yeah.
advance, and you can't say, "Oh, it's like, um, you know, let's say it was a episode with Noah's on it. You can't get Noah in advance. You have to call
yeah.
him, Daniel. You have to call him up live right there and say, "Care to comment?" You said this thing at the 21-minute watermark that seemed kind of provocative. What were you trying to say by that? What did you mean by that? Just call him up, literally call his cell phone number and put him on the mic. All right, we gotta catch people on the hot mic. We gotta do some real journalism. God damn it.